know you too, Teddy.
It's fine. It's cool.
So I am still driving home from Fantastic Fest. Fantastic Fest was incredible, and I'm using this time of shooting to just kind of get caught up on some more of these movies from the event that I want to talk about. And in this one, I'm going to talk about Bugonia. And this comes out, I think, November, maybe? I don't know. I'll post on, down on the bottom left-hand side when it is, release date is, but I forget exactly when. But I know it's going to be in theaters and a wide release before too long. This movie was so cool. It was the second of the secret screenings that we had at Fantastic Fest this year. So day one, or the first secret screening we had was Silent Night, Deadly Night, the remake. And I already posted that review, so definitely go check that one out. But this was the second one, and it was cool because the secret screenings, you don't know what you're going to see going in. But what was funny is we knew every single one of them. And I've heard from people that knew in the past years, that's not the case. Like, you don't know what the secret screening is going to be. But for whatever reason, the cat was out of the bag this year, and every single movie I set down, I had a pretty good idea what it was going to be. The only one that was even somewhat of a surprise, really, was the last one that we saw, which I'll talk about in a separate video. But so Bugonia has a great cast. It stars Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons, and it's directed by Yorgos Lanthimos. So if you're familiar with his work, you know that everything he does is artsy, strange, very unique, and creative, and this is no exception. Although I will say that for a lot of the movie, at least half of it, it doesn't feel as much like a lot of his other things. It's not as quirky or as weird, but it definitely goes off the rails in the final act, and it is just insane. Really, really surprised me with the directions that it takes. It's much more of a horror movie than I expected it to be. Definitely a sci-fi element to it. The basic premise of it is Jesse Plemons believes that there are aliens in our society that are running things, basically. Like, under, or like in charge of all of the different things, that they're destroying the planet, or whatever, manipulating the planet at the very least, and that they're responsible for his mother's death. And especially Emma Stone's character, he believes that she is an alien, and that she is, like, she runs this company that is like a pharmaceutical company, and basically he believes that she's the reason his mother died or is sick or something along those lines.
All we've lost, all that's been done to us, we're setting that right again.
And so he decides to get his cousin, and the two of them decide to kidnap her and get her to take them to her mothership, and so they can talk to her leader, the leader of the aliens, and get them to leave the planet and leave us alone. So, like, that's his idea of why he kidnaps her. But for a lot of this, it's a movie where you're following this character who just is dealing with some mental issues, and it's pretty dark and messed up in a way, because of, it's pretty clear that this guy has got a warped sense of reality and things like that. But there's also a really funny thread through this entire movie, and you'll laugh numerous times, because sometimes it'll be an actual joke, and then a lot of times it's just straight up like situational humor, where things are just odd in a humorous way, or things happen in a quirky, unique way. But it's just an entertaining movie that, yes, it has some darker ideas along the way, and talks about some things, and there's a little bit of reality, like dealing with some subject matter and things like that in it, where it has it's making a statement to a certain extent on on the state of the world as it is right now and things like that. But for the most part, it's just a very funny, fun, exciting sci-fi horror, psychological thriller. Like, it's got a lot of genres kind of blended together, but it's one that I think most people are just going to be entertained by. You know, I mean, like I said, in the final act especially, it just goes bonkers, and it is wild. It gets very weird, very over the top, surprising, takes some different twists and turns, and every time you think you kind of have a beat on the direction it's taken, it'll make another twist and do something a little different. And it just kind of keeps you guessing the whole entire time. Emma Stone is incredible in it. Jesse Plemons is amazing. Like, everybody involved with making this did a great job. It was one of the more fun movies that I saw this year at Fantastic Fest. So it's definitely one I think you should It's definitely one I think you should put on your calendar. It does come out on October 31st, so on Halloween it's released. So it's horror enough, especially as things go towards the end in the psychological horror way, that I think you could have fun with it in the Halloween season, even if it is kind of at the very end of it. It's not at all what I would say is a Halloween movie, but it's definitely enough sci-fi horror elements in it that it'll be a fun seasonal watch as well. But yeah, just in general, it's a great popcorn, good time kind of movie that does have a little bit of serious message and things in it, but for the most part, it's just a good time.
Where's my hair?
Your hair has been destroyed to prevent you from contacting your ship.
What ship?
Your mothership?
But that's my quick and dirty review of Bugonia from 2025 that I saw at this year's Fantastic Fest.